Hey everybody, it's Samaya. Welcome back to my channel. I'm 46 years old. Today I'm going to show you guys my morning wellness routine. First, I start off with my okra water. I make it fresh every week. Okra water has a lot of vitamin C, it's high in antioxidants. It's actually really good for female health, hormonal dryness you might be dealing with. It can help with that. I let mine sit out. I don't like to drink anything cold in the morning. It tastes like okra. It's really not that bad. It's a little slimy, but you get used to it. Now I'm going to drink my Suja Uber greens. I like to drink green drinks early in the morning or the first thing in the morning because I feel like they help to detox. I've also let that sit out even though it's supposed to be chilled. I'm gonna sip on this while I do everything else because I just don't really want to gulp the whole thing down. Next, I'm going to take my Symbiotica glutathione. Glutathione supplements are great for energy, cellular energy. Glutathione is also good for your gut health. Now I'm gonna take my vitamins that I take on a pretty much empty stomach. Chlorophyll, which is a great deodorizer. NAD. NAD is great for cellular energy, renewal, antioxidant support. Fatty 15 supplement. It has a lot of health benefits. It's kind of like omegas. Proline, which is great for collagen. I'm gonna take my liquid silica. Silica is great for your nails, your hair, your skin, an essential mineral, basically. I don't have a bottle anymore. I transferred it out the plastic bottle into this glass jar. I'm gonna take a tablespoon of this. Then I'm going to take my Mary Ruth's Hair Growth Max. Sometimes when I just take biotin by itself, I tend to break out, so I think it's better in a complex. I just started taking it. This is my first bottle. I kind of was nervous about starting a biotin supplement because of the breakouts. I had bad luck with Nutrafol. I'm hoping that this one works for me as far as trying to get my hair a little bit longer. It doesn't have the best taste in my opinion. It's supposed to be like a cookie dough flavor. Now we're gonna get into some of the hot drinks that I make. I usually use the Kettle and Fire bone broth and the carton, but Costco had a great deal on these Bare Bones instant bone broth packets. Bone broth is really good for collagen and for protein. This one packet has 10 grams of protein and 5 grams of collagen. I'm going to add a teaspoon of maca root powder. Maca is great for energy, for hormonal support. I'm also going to add a teaspoon of chaga mushroom powder. Chaga mushroom is great for inflammation. It's a great antioxidant. It's good for skin, for hormonal balance. In there, you see 3 jujube dates for a different drink, but you're supposed to let those boil for about 10 minutes. I'm going to use that same hot water for my other hot drinks. Next, we're going to use a teaspoon of Moringa leaf powder. Moringa is also a great antioxidant. It's great for your skin. It also has anti-inflammatory benefits. Then to that, I'm going to add a half teaspoon of green tea powder. This is organic green tea powder. I got it from Costco. I can get it from somewhere else if you want. I'd like to transfer my products into these glass jars again that I got on Amazon because they either might be in plastic containers or when you have them in the bags, there's a lot of powder that flies out every time you open and close it, and it's just, I don't like to deal with all of that. Now this one is not the most palatable, so I don't pour a whole lot, and I do kind of gulp this one down as soon as it's cool enough. I don't really sip on it. It's not a sipping kind of drink. One of my favorite drinks that I make is turmeric root, ginger root, lemon, and a little bit of black pepper to help absorb the turmeric. I make a batch of this in my juicer and I freeze it in little ice cube trays, pop them out and put them in a Ziploc bag. And this is my immunity drink for the day. Sometimes the store-bought shots can get a little bit expensive and I don't know how much of each ingredient they're putting in there. Time to indulge. I'm going to show you guys how I make my collagen beauty drink. This drink basically has antioxidants, it has collagen, and also has an ingredient for gut health. Vital proteins, collagen peptides, bovine collagen. You can use marine collagen, but I've just been using this one for a while. I like this one because it's hydrolyzed and you know that it's going to be absorbed. I get this from Costco. The serving size is 4 tablespoons. Then I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of chia seeds for bloating, gut health, also great for skin. I hope I have enough for this drink. Might have just enough. Then I'm gonna add a handful of organic goji berries. Goji berries are very high in antioxidants. They add a little sweetness to your drink. This is hibiscus. I like hibiscus powder because initially I used it to lower my blood pressure. It was genetic and I really didn't want to get on any sort of medication. So I drank hibiscus tea every day, and honestly it really helped to lower my blood pressure. Hibiscus tea is also really good, a really good antioxidant. It also helps with lowering the bad cholesterol as well. So if you have a cholesterol problem, you might want to look into it. If you have low blood pressure naturally, or if you're taking something like minoxidil, you might want to take this at a different time and just monitor that. The effects are pretty amazing. A teaspoon of hibiscus powder. I feel like hibiscus really helps to kind of just brighten your skin because of the high antioxidants. Then I'm going to take the rest of my water, pour that in there, and mix it up. Grab my jujube dates. Now jujube dates are again a really good superfood, high in antioxidants. You do have to boil them for about 10 minutes to release all the nutrients and to soften them up a little bit. I'm gonna let this sit for at least a few hours until everything is softened up. And I got these boba tea straws on Amazon, so it's really good to get all the chia seeds out and the goji berries out. So I'm gonna let that sit. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to make my protein collagen smoothie. I use this protein powder by Flav City, the butter coffee flavor. It is addictive. I haven't really used any of their other flavors. I'm sure they're all great, but I love this flavor. It has like a hint of butter in it. It has a little bit of coffee for a little bit of caffeine. It has 10 grams collagen and 25 grams of protein. Using my Muwala oat milk. This is a very simple oat milk. It doesn't have any oils or any other additives. It's organic, shelf stable. They have almond, they have banana. I think they might also have coconut, but this is the unsweet, very simple oat milk. I feel like this is the creamiest natural oat milk that I've found. I've tried Oatly, I've tried oat milk, but this one I feel gives the best flavor and texture. A little bit more. A scoop of the protein powder. Another 10 grams of collagen. I'm gonna add a little bit of cinnamon just for my personal taste. I'm gonna add a scoop of BCAA powder, branched chain amino acids, which is really good for your muscles. So it helps kind of keep your muscles strong, aids in muscle recovery. Just pop that on my Ninja. I'm not a breakfast person at all, unless I'm eating like a cookie. I have a sweet tooth. This really helps to fill you up for a couple hours. I'm gonna transfer this into my glass cup. Now I'm going to show you guys how I fill my water bottle. It's obviously not that complicated, but I just want to talk for a little bit about my RO, reverse osmosis water machine. It saved us a lot of time and effort and money on buying glass water bottles, water cartons, delivery issues, out of stock. We got our RO machine on Amazon. You can get all the accessories as well. It fills up one full pitcher at a time, and then you get a little bit left over. This is my 2,000 milliliter or 2-liter water bottle. I drink one of these every day. I love this glass water bottle. It doesn't leak, and it has a carrying strap because it can get pretty heavy. I got this on Amazon as well. I add my electrolytes. I do feel that because I'm drinking so much water, I don't want to lose a lot of minerals. This is the Peak Beauty electrolyte because it has ceramides and hyaluronic acid. You can just put a regular electrolyte or even some pink Himalayan salt in your water. It doesn't make your water too sweet. It's a very, very faint flavor, especially in this amount of water. I used to use the Hydration Beauty electrolyte, but for some reason they stopped selling it on Amazon. So I kind of wonder why. So this is my water for the day. For one of my favorite parts of my morning routine, my homemade coconut colt. Buying coconut colt every week was getting a little expensive, especially with the amount you have to take, which is about 2 ounces, at least 2 tablespoons. Theirs tastes a little bit different than what you make at home. It's tangy, which means that it's fermented properly. I've only made it with chocolate. This is my healthy chocolate mousse. It's great for gut health. That in turn means glowy skin. Sometimes you end up with liquid at the bottom. You can just drink that. I would not mix it up. Don't double dip because the bacteria in your mouth does not need to go back into the probiotics. Then I take my True Sea Moss. I love sea moss because it has a lot of minerals and nutrients. I buy mine from Sprouts. I don't really buy it online. Sprouts is, if you're not familiar, kind of a small farmer's market chain. This is the strawberry flavor. I also love the mango and pineapple flavor. Before I leave for the day, I make sure that I have a collagen jelly stick. And this particular one is a pomegranate, nice little on-the-go collagen. These are my daytime supplements. That was my morning routine. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and you can find all the products linked below. Bye.